Alright, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Excel to create your frequency distribution. So I've gone ahead and opened up Excel. Again, you are able to download Microsoft Office for free as a student, so make sure you've done that first. You can see here, I'm just going to be working with the data from example 1. If you've watched the previous videos, you know the data I'm talking about. It's located on page 41 of your textbook. So I began by just entering the data the same way that it appeared in the textbook. Now, when you're going to use Excel to do your frequency distribution, you're going to want a column for bins, classes, and frequencies. And I'm going to go to the top here, and I'm going to use this border arrow to kind of drag my columns to fit. It doesn't matter that it changed the width of the columns of the pieces of data. I just wanted my words to fit. All right, now Microsoft Excel talks about bins as opposed to classes. So first you would go and calculate your upper and lower class limits like you've seen in previous examples. In the bins column, you're going to enter in 6 upper limits in order. So they were 190. So you could just type them in, 190 to 26 and so forth. If you're a little more tech savvy, you can go to the cell below 190, type equal sign, and you can see now I'm typing up here in this function bar as well. I'm going to click on the cell above and say add 36 because that was my class width. And now if I go back to that box, grab this little green square and click and hold it, I'm going to drag it open for 6 boxes, and you can see these 6 numbers correspond to the 6 upper limits of the first 6 classes. Now, I don't do the 7th one, okay? This is one of those weird Excel things. Now, just because I want to be clear, I'm going to go ahead and actually put in the classes that we established again from the previous video. All right, I finished with that, and you can see I did go ahead and even label that 7th class that we do want to include because this class column is really for me, the teacher, you, the student, to know what these frequency numbers represent. You can ask Excel to do the counting for you. Here's how. Go and put your cursor in the first box, hit equals, and type the frequency command. Now you'll see it pops up once I get a few letters in there, and it's okay to go ahead and click on that. And it's showing you it needs 2 inputs. It needs 2 arguments, we call them, a data array and a bins array. The data array is simply showing Excel where the data is located. So I'm going to click in the top left corner of my data, hold and drag to the bottom right corner. And then I release, and you can see it has now selected A2 to J4. Type a comma. Now we need to give it the bins array. And now go ahead and highlight the bins starting at 190, hold and drag to 370. Close your parentheses. And here are the frequencies that we previously calculated by hand. Now, watch what happens if instead I had put 406 in this last bin. Now when I go to my frequency command, I'm going to clear out my frequency command from before and do it again just to show you what happens. I'm going to highlight my data array, comma, highlight my bins array. You can see it always goes one past whatever your last bin number was. So that's why I did not put the 406 in here, so that it would go one past 370 and give me this last class count. All right, I hope that makes sense. Again, you can always play around with this yourself and figure it out. And of course, when using Excel, you can change your formatting and do all of that kind of more fun stuff, but this is just a way to form a basic, quick frequency table.